This journey. Seek not such. I have one. I know I'm not getting her, but oh well. Would have been cool if I did, but eh. It's not like I can do much better. Look at it! Nuts. Okay, Yuzuha. Level you up again. Let's get you up to 35 now. On that. Wish grants an attack. Increase equal to 40% from initial attack. Okay. I don't got enough of that shit! Fuck. It's not a big deal. Ants, just so that way she can at least do something. Conferma. And the Hans. To the next stage. And I got defense stat. Ants, next stage, crit damage. Okay, that's fine, that works for me. HP stat, HP stat. Not gonna help me very much. Okay. Alright, let's get this going again. L2. And let us return to the story mode. Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you. You are still drunk the fuck up. Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right? Fortunately not, Hugo. Unfortunately, you are still drunk the fuck up. Yeah, there's a demon. Why did you break our oath? Why did you use me? My eye and these legs, they were all your fault. You know, you are exactly like your father. I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like. A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now. And what do you think I'm doing this for? All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be. So you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge. You plotted to assassinate your father. But he was too vigilant. And you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin. And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity, so he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the Hollow. An easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me. You knew what choice an extremist like him would make, and you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time, you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father? Enough. Tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that. What? You aren't Lycon. You're the other me hidden deep within my heart. Well, obviously, Lycon does not speak like that. Lycon speaks with dignity and professional mannerisms. Hugo takes a deep breath and slowly opens his eyes. Lycon is gone, and in his place is that familiar figure. Without a doubt, he is still within an illusion. Phantom of the Opera! I've been waiting for you, my dear. It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me. Just as you said, you are me, I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable. Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding. Didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes murder is what brings justice back into this world. For that, I must stain these hands in blood. That's right! Just like what you said before you faked your death! Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one, with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated, and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father. None of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people, save good people, save more lives than the evil ones you take. I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident. So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can. I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my Uncle Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change it. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer. You foolish, stubborn idiot! Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it? Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on, you don't actually trust anyone. Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course, you were right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always, all you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love, suspicion from your companions, and betrayal that comes all too easily. But the most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for their companions to understand and trust. Idiot! That is why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them, and I don't need to be. Come, let me show you what powers we can wield. But you are me, and I'll never lose to myself. Ooh, what is happening here? I know you're half fly away! Oh. A mirror match. EX special attack or ultimate hits a stunned enemy. The totalize effect is triggered. Increase the skill's damage multiplier based on the enemy's remaining stun duration at the moment of activation. Alright, so if I hit him while he's stunned with a special or an ultimate, I'll deal more damage. Without me, you are nothing! For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're a part of me, as I am a part of you. Fancy words won't change anything. Oh, it's not just platitudes. I finally understand now, some pain only fades when it's seen and accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice. They are all a part of me. All this makes me who I am. Okay, that's not fair! You hit me in the middle of an ending cutscene. Fuck you! Finally, it's time to meet up with Lycon. Is it time to meet up with a real Lycon? Or is it another fever dream? Hugo, it's time. Hugo, you. Did I scare you? Made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner. Oh, that was interesting. This is just like what I saw in my dream. Guess there are still some lingering side effects. Lycon. My former partner. You're still as punctual as ever. Are you sure you have fully recovered? How about we fight and I show you how recovered I am? I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention. Lycon falls silent for a moment, and eventually hands over a coin. No, looking at the packaging, it's not a coin, but a familiar chocolate. Give me that chocolate coin! I would love one! How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps this is simply part of Victoria housekeeping's professional care. I'd rather you not starve to death. Hugo takes the coin. After a moment of silence, he eventually eats it. Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain it's the same kind as before. No, I've just gone too long without food. Feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you. Now, tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse? Just going a bit crazy from you-know-what. Were you expecting anything else? But I did have a very long dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, It would be like giving myself psychological therapy.
貴様にも必要だと思うが
You
ね。
seem like you could
予
benefit
約を入れ
from
ておか
some
ないと。
too.
俺は
How
コント
about
の
it?
専門だぞ。
Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a
そ
pro.
れだけ口が回るなら本当に回復したようだな。
Seems you really have recovered.
そうとも。
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I can argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back
お
then.
前が死を偽装したあの時から
I wanted to
聞きた
ask
かったことがある。
what you said about Mockingbird
君は
before
何も変えられなかったと言ったな。
when you faked your death. Was that part of the act?
モッキンバードはこれまで何一つ変えられず、何一つ
Oh,
救えなかった。
you mean the part about Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved
よ
anyone?
りによって俺とモッキンバードを裏切った当人があの言葉を引きずっているのか。笑えるな。
I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird to betray
前
me.
にも言ったな。
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure.
最後こそ少し道をそれはした。
Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its
お
value.
前が今までやってきたことを
You shouldn't reject the things you've done, or Mockingbird.
それについて俺が真剣に考えたことがないとでも。
I have contemplated this
モッ
before.
キンバードはいくつか
Yes,
人々を助け、
Mockingbird has helped some people
対して確かに障害足りる。
and has genuinely managed to cause trouble for those who abuse their position of power for
そ
evil.
してどうだ。
Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps.
だがなライカ。
But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird. Hugo stares out at the ocean. A gentle breeze lifts his golden locks. Sunlight glances off both his eyes. Alright, let's catch up later. I still have things to do and need to wrap up my plan.
しばらくは休むのかと思う。
I thought you would rest up first. As much as I would prefer that my dear uncle and the Exaltus fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways
い
here.
や、俺も行く。
I'll go with you. Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools?
マンのやろうとしていることは
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New
深
Air.
刻な脅威だ。
As I serve the mayor, I should intervene. Very well, whatever. Let's go and don't slow me down. Before that, don't you have something to tell me? What do you mean? Don't play coy with me. I know you're not spilling your whole plan. So you kicked things off by approaching Edmund from Top's Big Shots. How did you manage to sweet-talk him? I am a bit of an illegitimate child, but I still have that Ravenlock family blood running through my veins. Funny enough, this Lord Edmund thinks direct lineage is way more noble than the side branches, which is absolutely laughable. So I played his arrogance to my advantage. And let's be real, I had some juicy intel to swap with those high rollers. But that's Mockingbird's secret, so I can't let any outsiders in on it. Was the sacrifice core from the mayor's lab your handiwork too? You could say that. The security there is no joke, so I had to leverage Tops for some extra intel. After all, as you know, they've got plenty of moles planted next to your mayor. And it was you who threw the sacrifice core up for auction to lure in the Exaltants. You knew they'd be all over it. Yep, I embedded the sacrifice core right into the robe of heroes. They actually matched pretty nicely, don't you think? Classic you. I heard that after the auction, they found a stash of counterfeit Denny's. Feel free to take a wild guesses, but honestly, I think those Denny's would rather be out in the wild than sitting in those hoity-toity accounts. Then you found Hartman and talked him into a partnership, getting your hands on more intel on the sacrifice and the Exaltants. After that, you shot that crime warning letter to the mayor, giving the city a legit reason to spring into action. Yep, that was spot on. Look at you, real genius over here. In the end, you faked your own death to pull yourself out of the mess. And you use this whole show to redirect everyone's attention to Hartman and the Ravenlocks, keeping the Exaltists on their toes. Hold on a second. If that's all there is, why did you let Hartman slip you the drug? I mean, you'd have a way to dodge that kind of thing. Lycon, I've got something I've been keeping under wraps. Actually, I've teamed up with your beloved mayor. What? When it comes to stopping the Exaltists, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so we can totally collaborate. What you should be wondering is why he didn't clue you in on this. The mayor must have had his own reasons. If you can convince yourself of that, more power to you. Just know, if you ever want to swing back to Mockingbird, you can come beg me. I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. Alright, enough chit-chat. We've got bigger things to deal with. Mostly getting all this dust off of our uniforms. We are sitting here at the port, and unfortunately our uniforms are starting to get sullied with the scent of the sea breeze and fishy scents. Which is why you've probably been brushing your coattail this whole damn time, Lycon. Damn it. I understand that's supposed to be an idle animation, but Jesus Louise, you look more bored than anything. Hugo! Let's go, let's go! I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from the companies under the Ravenlock family, too.
あれはレイブンロック家の連中だ。周りにいるのが騙された被害者。
Those are Ravenlocks. The workers with them are victims who were tricked into going into the hollows. Come on, let's get them out of here. You untie the workers. Thank goodness someone's here to save us. Thank you. You're welcome. So could you tell us what those Ravenlocks did to you before they ran off? They're a bunch of liars. They tricked us into this hollow. They said they had a job with high pay for us, but they kept avoiding the topic. After we got here, something didn't seem right, so I wanted to leave. But then they showed their true colors. They tied us all up and told us they were going to ship us off somewhere. They didn't make you take any weird medicine, did they? Medicine? No, but it wasn't just us they tricked. Another group that went that way. Here. Take this carrot. There's an exit nearby. You should get out of here as soon as possible. I can't thank you enough. Let's go, Hugo. We must save the rest of them. You sure are eager. Let's go, let's go, let's go, 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 let's go, let's go, let's go, go, go. Bunch of nobodies, annoying as hell. Kill them.
できるものだ。
You're welcome to try.
よい。
Pop, pop, ba, pop, pop, pop.
食らいなさい。
Damn, Hugo does a lot of damage. Holy crud. I don't really like Hugo as a character, but he's pretty fucking... He does a lot of freaking damage.
ここにも労働者が。かなりの数だ。
More workers here. Quite a lot of them. First off, let me grab this. Treasure chest, treasure chest, treasure chest, treasure chest. You untie the workers. Who are you? Your saviors. Thank you, thank you. I had a bad feeling about that group from the start. I shouldn't have ignored my gut instinct. Did those Ravenlocks do anything to you? Do anything? Well, we weren't doing as we were told, so they tied us up. Nothing else? Good. Alright, there was another batch of workers ahead of us. They should be on the roof. Don't worry, I'll handle it. You should get out of here as soon as you can. Let's continue. His heart's been behind us too.
当然だ。
Of course.
奴は労働者を参照
He
会に
threw them
献
into
上
the
しようと
hollow like offerings for the Usaltists.
奴にとっても資源だ。
To him, those workers are just another resource.
ないのだよ。
No different from the ether his company mines in the hollow.
さすれば指先に
Okay, super